Oh, hey, hi. Hey, welcome back to Gordon's Garage. Gordon here. Hey, how you doing today? I hope everybody's going fine and feeling good. Hey, I'm just coming down to the workbench today because I want to sit there and move that light over like I said in my short and get the look I want on the top of my saucer. So this video is about me just basically drilling a hole and moving the light over and putting some glue on and stuff. So if you want to check it out, please check it out. If you like the things you see me doing, hey, give me a subscription. That way you won't miss my next video. And if you like seeing what you see, then hey, give me a like. I'd appreciate that. And if you want to see me work on something, some soldering, some glue gun work, some kind of modeling, or some other kind of gardening thing, or you have just a general question on some kind of household tip, please drop me a line. I'd be glad to make a video to help you through your struggles. Other than that, I'm about to jump into goofing around and enjoying my stuff because after all, who doesn't enjoy playing with their toys in the garage, huh? I sure do because I'm nothing but a big kid. Even though I'm a big guy, I'm still just a big kid, so I like playing. Do you? All right, so let's get started. So stand by for action. Here we go. All right, here we are at the bench. We're looking at the top part of the Enterprise. You can see where I've got one light. I've kind of found, roughly where the center's at because, like I said, I was experimenting on placement of light, offset, more to the center. I'm going to go more to the center. So I want to kind of make sure they're even looking when I put them in. So I just want to measure off real quick. And so I'm just going to line that one line up. And it looks like it's about a ½ inch. So I'm just going to move over about a ½ inch and go, okay, my new light should be basically right around here. And there, we've marked where we're going to drill for our next light. So let me get the drill set up and everything, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, I have my drill set up and ready to go. And depending on what kind of drill size you want to use will depend on the size of the light you want to put in if you choose to put on a light. So, but I'm going to install one. So I'm going to make a starter hole by angling into it, starting it slowly. So I want to make sure it doesn't crack it. Now I'm all the way through. I'm going to back out. Now there's a hole you can see for the light, but I want to be able to make sure that it angles into the direction I want. So I'm just going to angle my drill bit, continue to go soft and smooth, and turn down a little bit. And then I'm just going to take it. Whoops. Well, those things do happen. Okay, so I'm going to continue to go and just work it a little bit up on top. I want to get it a little bit higher. Okay, that's about what I think the hole I'm going to work with. Okay, so that's how I made the hole so I can install a light like over here. And now I'm going to put one in and use some putty and everything, get it all puttied in, glue it in and everything. So let me get set up for that and we'll do a little quick step through of that. Okay, and there's our new hole. So we want to replace the light that got moved from here to here. So we'll flip this over. And I'm just going to grab the light that I removed. And you'll see that I put a small angle on it so that fits in the way I want it to. And I'm going to place it in sideways, sitting up, not back on the wires. It gives me a better angle for what I'm trying to achieve. So I want to sit there and turn it over and feel where the light comes out. There we go, and then just move it back a little bit so when we put on our putty, it's going to come out right where we want it to be. It's part of the hole, not part of the, not sticking out, not looking bad, but being part of what we want. Okay, and this, once again, this is optional. You don't have to do this. I'm just doing this because it's an added feature I want to add. And I'm going to add some hot glue, get it in where I want it to stay. There goes the glue. A little more now, because I want to build it up to hold. There we go. That should give me some holding power. Just a few seconds, but I want to be able to work it. Oh, get back up there. Get the light, move it back just a tiny bit. Great. Now, I want to make sure I angle it as much as possible to where I want it to go. Okay. I think that will be just about where I want it to be. So, that's in there. That's not bad. Took a little bit, but like I said, we're going to be doing things we haven't done before, and putting this in like this is a kind of a new experiment for me too. So I'm just going to add some more hot glue so I know it's going to stay where it should be. And I'm going to hook it up to the, not yet, I'll let it dry for a while yet. Yeah, see it's sliding a little bit. Put that puppy right there, facing down. You can see I don't have it sticking out. I'm trying to get it so I can putty it in, but yet have it kind of aiming in the direction of down. I'm just waiting for the glue to dry up a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put a dab of glue right on top here. Help fill in. Okay. It's hot. Okay, so I've added some glue right there. My light's in. So I'm going to hook this up and I'm going to test it on the power supply and see if we get some lights. Okay, I have my lights installed. Got them right here. I put my resistors on the side by gluing them in, and have my connections. And now, since I'm going to be running these off of a alternate switch down below, I've added an extra long lead coming off of them. So that means I've tied in the little wires together, but I'm going to have an exposed piece right here, and I don't want that. So I've taken some shrink wrap, and I'm just going to slide it over that connection. And now I've got it covered. I'm going to take out my lighter, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of heat. Let it shrink on there right there. And that should protect that piece from making contact in here when I put it back on the model, and keeps my stuff nice and clean. Here we go. We're going to test those lights. And I became disconnected, so give me a second here, and I'll plug back in. Oh, there we go, huh? Hey, well, like I said, these will be run by a different switch down below. So this is an option of adding some lights to the front that will cast down onto the front of the Enterprise, and we saw how that looks and everything. And so I'm going to just contour out and everything so my lights look all nice and even. So, and I'll be using my Tester's contour putty to do that with. So I'm going to start putting that in and start making my model nice and clean in the front so that I can work and make it come out the way I want. And you just dab it on, and then you just work it around to the lens site that you want, and everything will be okay when you're all done. Okay, so let me work on my masking of my light, and we'll put it together and see how it looks. Okay, I'm pretty happy with where the placement of my lights are at right now, and so I'm showing how it looks like with the lights dimmed down a little bit. That you can see with the other lights on, it looks like just running lights and everything. So let me see if I can't make it a little darker, like if we went to the dark side of a planet. And there we see that we're now just cruising through space and our lights are on, but we come across the Romulans and we want to show who we are. So let's see if I can't get these to fire off, and bingo, there we go. We light up and it'll show the name of the USS Enterprise across the hull and look really, really well. And that'll give me the look that I'm trying to achieve with this little experiment with playing with the lights. Okay, they just went off, and that's, you can see how dark it is. And I'll see if I can't get them to come back on. Maybe, maybe not, because I just barely have it connected. I'm not using a switch right now. No, they don't want to cooperate. But that's the look we saw, and that's the look I was trying to achieve. So let's move on to the next part. And according to our directions, that'll be the hangar bay. So we're going to move into the hangar bay. All right, see you then.